Welcome to The Basement. Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to The Basement. I'm Nolo.
Jose, I told you like 3 inches, 3 inches away. You just want to have it right in your mouth.
You can just lower me?
I haven't figured out that part yet.
All right, we'll figure it out.
Because it comes all in one file.
All right, that's
so,
right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's really on you. The willpower. I even got you the fidget tool.
I know. Where's
so
it?
you could play with it. It's right there. You know, it's like the ultra fidget tool. So you could, fidget with that. Because in the last episode, I got blocked by this other microphone because this guy decided to swing it my way.
Alright,
It's
so
like really early in the morning. My cousin was over yesterday. He saw one of the videos and he was like, "You look high, dude." I was like, "Bro, I have pajamas on."
no, you don't.
I'm like,
You're in underwears. You're in underwears right now. You've been in underwears for the past 3 episodes. This nigga hasn't put pants on yet.
It's too hot in here, yo. It gets crazy. And then I gotta run and get dressed to go to work. How was your 4th of July?
It's pretty cool. We went to because we went out on the 3rd of July to Sesame Place again because they had like a 4th of July fireworks.
You went to Sesame Place again?
Yeah, because they had like a fireworks show.
This was the guy that was dreading going, right?
And my wife was like, "Let's just bring the kids so they can see fireworks." I was like, "All right, let's go."
There are fireworks in New York City.
I know, but Sesame Place, kids love it. So we went, and then it rained. No, I didn't rain. I'm lying. It barely rains, but it was a hell of thunder and lightning. So they shut down the park while we were there.
Wow.
And I listened to the people as they were walking by. They were like, "It's a cold purple." I was like, "Oh, that means something. We should get out of here." And there was like lightning and thunder. They shut down all the water rides. They shut down everything. And they were like, they announced here, everybody, we actually, you guys seek shelter in for whatever temporary time. So they just happened to be giving a show, like a Sesame Street show.
Right.
So I was like, let's go indoors. We watched it. We came out, it was still cold purple. We walked around. Everything was shut down. People were leaving. And then little by little, they started opening things back up. And then the park was like practically empty. There was only like a handful of people there. So I was like, this is perfect. We want to mad rides. Just going through every rides. They didn't open the water rides though.
Okay.
They shut them. Because when we were waiting, we saw lifeguards leaving, like putting their clothes on and walking out. I was like, oh, that's done. They're not gonna open back up. But it was like less people, so it was great. And then we got good seats to watch they have like a parade, like a Sesame Street parade, and then the fireworks. The fireworks were actually pretty good. And we got really good seats. We got like right up on the fireworks. That was on the 3rd of July. And then yesterday, I was like, I'm tired. I'm not doing nothing today. We're gonna stay home.
Oh, and that's what you did. You just stayed home yesterday.
Until
I knew there was a but.
okay, because we gotta watch fireworks because it's the 4th of July.
Right.
The Yankee Stadium over here that we have by the ferry, they have fireworks show at 9. So I was like, all right, let's go. We went to Daddy O's, the restaurant that's on what is that, Victory?
How
in
is
Bay
it?
Street? It's actually really good. I was
Victory
pleasantly surprised.
and Bay Street.
I think it's on Bay Street Victory. You know where that like the welfare office is? It's like right around the block.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, it's really good, yo. It's really good. The food is good. Really good, yeah. I was.
What's that
surprised.
diet you're trying to get on?
Eat as much as you could and pray to God that you lose weight. I think that's it. It's not working.
Neither is the prayer.
No, none of it's working. I gotta pray to different. I think I gotta pray to
God is not trying to hear this right now.
I don't think it's part of this plan.
Wow.
But yeah, and then check it out. So we went to the Yankee Stadium. Now they want you to pay to go in, but we're like, we're not gonna pay. They're gonna shoot the fireworks in the air.
Yeah,
So you're not gonna hide it from
You're gonna
us.
charge me from over here.
Exactly.
I'll be over here.
So we went to the back of the stadium by where the water's at. They go, nigga, there was a street in the back. They closed off the street. We waited by where they closed the street. They were setting up the fireworks right there in the street. To shoot it up in the air so people in the stadium can see it blow up. Nigga, we were like right in front of the guy. We shoot it. The fire, we felt the freaking boom, boom, boom. It was like right in front of us. I got a video on my phone. And I was like, yo, this super in your face.
That's hilarious.
Like it was so bad. It was so the fireworks were so close to us. The kids that were there around us, a lot of them were getting scared because you could feel it in your chest, the explosions.
Wow.
Yeah. And then you remember we went to North Carolina for the eclipse. And we bought fireworks. So I lit off a few in front of the house with the kids.
Look at you.
I was like, I gotta do it. And then people and then across the street from us, there's like a house, and you could kind of see the backyard of the neighbors on the next block. And they were having a crazy party. They were shooting off legit freaking Macy's Day Parade fireworks. Huge, bro. Like right there. And then you saw the cops driving around. It looks like the cops couldn't do anything because they were in the backyard. It's not like they need a warrant to get back there. You know what I'm saying? So they were just, yo, 4th of July wasn't that bad. But what I forgot to do is leave cookies and milk out for Captain America.
So, you messed up, bro.
Yeah, he didn't come to my house.
That's hilarious. I feel like you wore the same outfit the last episode, and that's why I'm looking.
Oh, you just had to check?
I was like, they're going to think this nigga don't shower.
Or it's the same day.
Or it's the same day.
Like, what's his name? Steve Harvey?
Yes.
Because they film a few episodes in one day.
Exactly. But people don't really.
I'm thinking about Family Feud.
Yeah.
They film a few episodes the same day.
Yeah, and they do all the editing and
all that crap, yeah.
So
they film for like 8 hours straight and then just put them out for like a month. That's how he has time. That's how he has time to do everything he does. He bangs out freaking
a whole
2
season.
months worth of in like 2 days, and then he goes and do the next thing.
Wow.
That's how he has time to get money.
Wow.
I just wish he made enough money to read properly. You know what I'm saying? So he doesn't make mistakes with the beauty pageants. But
I kind of like the mistakes.
it makes him character.
It just develops drama, and drama's always fun, especially when it comes to female. Now, hold on. I can hear the arguments in the background. Men are just as dramatic.
Oh
work.
yeah, we just
show
hold
it
it.
differently.
Yeah, we just hold it in. Like
We just hoard it.
yeah, we hoard it.
We hoard it.
Yeah,
That's exactly what men
because what happens is that
women do the same, but they're more upfront about it.
Yeah. No, we hoard it to the fact that there's so much we can't contain anymore that we just let it all out in one shot.
I work in an environment where there are only. What the hell is that?
You gave me this thing, nigga. All right.
Holy shit!
You gave me this, nigga. This thing right here.
I forgot to make it soundproof. Damn, yo, I can't win with you, bro. I'm sorry, you lovely people that took your time out to listen to our dumbasses. I work in an environment where there's only 2 of the males. We're talking about like at least 20 women. And I'm just like, aye. And I seem to be the one who always gets I somehow get injected into the drama. And that's because I know I'm an entrometido. Can you translate that for us?
Nosy?
Nosy ass nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I realized that about myself, right? Okay, I got it. But I'm like, yo, it's too much. It's really just for no reason too much. Like OD too much. Like if the printer is not working, forget it. The emotional expression of the printer not working is like someone might as well have passed away.
The only way I'll get mad if something doesn't work is if every time I use it doesn't work. If it doesn't work one time, I'm like, crap. But if every time I go to use it, it works, but it works for everybody else, then I start to get mad.
That's how I feel about this whole system right here.
What did you do yesterday?
So yesterday, I knew I wasn't doing anything, and I said to myself, I'm gonna use the day to get ready for this barbecue. My house looked. Well, you phrased it once. It looked like I invited a homeless person, grabbed all his stuff, and just threw it on the floor. That's what my apartment looked like yesterday.
That's perfect.
I got up at 3 a.m. and I watched 2 movies.
Oh, nice.
I watched 2 movies, and then I was tired. Mind you, the mess is still on the floor, and me talking about being productive and stuff like that. And I just procrastinated. But eventually I did get up. I started the cleaning process. As you can see, it looks a little bit decent back there. And then my cousin called me, and he was going to go to Coney Island. And I was just like, just come over. So he come over.
For the rides or for the fireworks? Or
Just
by
to
himself?
chill, yeah, just to chill. He was just gonna go check the ladies.
ladies. Yeah,
Exactly.
you already know what Coney Island's
And basically, yeah, that's basically what we did.
So instead of seeing the ladies, he came to see you.
He came to see me. Ooh. I was not in my underwear. So yeah, we just chilled. He brought Old English, OEs.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Wow. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he took it back.
He bought like a 40 or like.
Yo, he brought a 40.
Oh, yo, that's wild. I can't even.
You can't even talk.
I can't even talk, man. I haven't seen one of those in God knows how long. Yeah.
Exactly. So I was shocked
Yeah.
by the whole experience. And you know what was really shocking? The bottle's plastic now.
What? Oh my! They're trying to be
And it looks-
environmentally friendly.
Yeah. Yeah, while you get drunk on the cheapest beer on the planet Earth.
They used to call it piss water.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yo,
God.
just because you got Netflix open, did you see the trailer to that new show, that new Netflix show they're gonna have? I think it's a show. It's about the end of the world.
Ooh,
Yes.
nice.
Damn, I brought it up and I don't remember the name of it.
I watched this movie here, Tao. So one thing I noticed that it's Netflix stamped, right?
Yeah.
But there are like 4 other film productions. And then when you see the tech, the CGI, you're like, I was like, oh, this is a B movie.
Yeah.
Ooh, hold on though, I like the story a little bit.
Yeah.
And it has a similar story to other sci-fi in this genre. And I was like, that wasn't that bad.
That reminds me of Spectre on Netflix. It was a Netflix movie.
Okay. I'm thinking.
And the CGI was off the hook. I thought the CGI was great. I was like, this is movie quality CGI. But the acting wasn't all there. Kind of threw me off.
I was starting to watch also, I call a little bit of Churchill's Secret Agents.
Never heard of it.
So it just goes through what Churchill, he developed the secret agent, like the first, or one of the first, like...
MI6 or whatever?
Yeah. So, and what they did was, because it was released, the program, like what it entailed, the training, the vetting, the onboarding for these individuals who were willing to go, what they did was they reenacted it. So the hosts or the judges of the show are in military uniform. They actually have experience in the military, and they have these volunteers that go, and they go through the process of what they were looking for. It wasn't like the military where, so there was one guy who was ex-military and he was an amputee and he's in there. So it's like it's a combination of things. You know, your job is to fit in and play your role and accomplish your mission. So it's pretty cool. I kind of like the idea. Then I watched another movie, like Kaio or something, and really bad stuff happens in that movie. But yeah, that's what I did. And then I cleaned up, and that was pretty much it. That was my 4th of July.
So speaking of the 4th of July, let's go. I only got a few things to talk about here. Did you see yesterday
News?
the news?
So I'm just opening up. So look, if you see on the screen, I just typed in the top stories. So you have NBC News. I feel like NBC News is like in the middle.
Yeah, they just want to give you news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all about.
Then you got CNN,
Hi-yo.
right? And then you have Fox.
All right. So it doesn't matter which one you pick. I think. Wait, actually, go to
CNN or
NBC.
NBC?
Yeah, that's the one that had it. I saw it up top. Right here. Let's go down a little bit, baby. Boom, right there. 4th of July protest. Close the Statue of Liberty. Did you see that?
Wow.
They were protesting ice. Right? They don't want no refrigerators. They don't want no freezers. None of that. They're
I'm not with it. I cannot live without ice.
They're for global warming. They want to get rid of Antarctica. No ice at all. But somebody climbed the Statue of Liberty yesterday in protest. It looks. I think they were in protest. I haven't read it since. The last thing I know, they arrested her and they didn't say why. But after these people showed up with the flags, with the abolish ICE thing,
Right.
a few minutes later, the woman climbed up to the top. She climbed up all this, bro. All this to the feet.
That's
That's a lot.
scary, bro.
That's like a building, bro. Look, she's up there and under the foot.
Oh no!
Like America's gonna step on her. Saw that? That's how they arrested her.
That's insane.
She's in custody. I don't. They didn't reveal why. She had like a T-shirt. They didn't zoom in enough so you can read the T-shirt.
Are you rubbing?
I don't know.
No,
It's not my beard. It's a static.
Of what?
I don't know.
Sorry, guys. I hope you're not hearing that.
So yeah, they don't know why. I'm assuming it's because of ice.
I think it's you laying on the table. Lean back. Lean back. Relax. It doesn't hurt. It only hurts the first time.
So I don't know why she got arrested. I mean, I don't know why she went up there. It could have been a crazy person. You know how people, you know New York is. Crazy people want to join in on the action all the time. If we're protesting ICE and a crazy person happens to be there, that crazy person is going to be the loudest protester, just because they're there. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know what ICE is. You know, that's New York for you. So I don't know if it's that or if she's an actual protester. I don't know what she was trying to accomplish with climbing up there.
Well, she definitely got attention.
Oh, she's going to jail.
If that was
she's going to get charged with trespassing and all the cops, all the situation, whatever they had to pay for, the police, they're going to charge her with all those fines.
Right, because they had to go up with harnesses, ladders.
Yeah, all that stuff, yeah.
Unbelievable.
So dumb. I guess she's trying to bring attention to the situation that's going on.
Right, I guess she figured,
but like people don't know.
If I do this crazy thing,
people pay attention.
It'll be the top story, which will get coverage for our cause.
Yeah, but like it was already top stories of the. You know what I'm saying? Like it was already up there. That's you, buddy.
I'm moving the wire to see. That's crazy.
So, and then another. Whoa! Wow.
Yeah, that was weird.
That's gonna scare people. You don't want to lower the volume of the video before it keeps playing.
Why is that happening? Why
Prime Day's coming.
Oh yeah,
Prime Day sucks.
And they're what?
Prime Day always sucked to me. I feel like there was never anything good. I remember the first Prime Day. Everybody's like, "What the hell was that? You guys sold nothing. You guys sold overstock things that you couldn't sell before."
That's exactly what.
Yeah.
That's exactly what.
Exactly what. Everybody was saying there's nothing of value. On Reddit, it's like a joke. Prime Day.
Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much what.
But another thing that happens, even more better. This is more. That was delicious. That woman climbing up the Statue of Liberty, getting freaking arrested. It was just like for nothing. I felt like because whatever. What's even more? What the cherry on top was the delicious. Ah man, I should have wrote down. Holy crap! All right, the I forgot where it was. I should have. I'm gonna put it in the bio, but ICE was in the neighborhood somewhere in America. I can't remember where, and they were there. You know, with the uniform says ICE, whatever. And then people started protesting around them while they were in the area doing a warrant search, right? They had a warrant. They had to go to somebody's house to do something. So they were outside and people started protesting around with Chark. We love our neighbors, you know, whatever. Protesting ICE, get out, abolish ICE. ICE was there to bust a human trafficking ring. And those people were protesting them.
Wow.
To me, that's just like, oh, I love that.
The irony, right?
The irony. Because that's what ICE does.
Right.
People think they're just for immigrants.
No, they do
way
quite
more.
a few things.
Yeah.
They're trying to prevent smuggling.
The whole thing with the immigrants, all it is Trump saying, "Oh, it looks like somebody put you guys on a leash. Let me let that leash loose. You guys are cops. Do what you gotta do." You know. It's almost like, and I feel like society in some way, social norms in some way, has led. It's almost like they put a veil over people and they walk around. They walk around blind, not actually seeing what's going on, only going by what they hear. Yeah.
And even that, it's filtered to an agenda. They don't actually take the time to look what's actually going on
Yeah.
here. You know, with the kids, for example, you know, they make it seem, you know, that these kids are, you know, being treated, you know, as animals, if, you know, let's say, but these kids are well taken care of.
Yeah, for
They're
sure.
in one of the
America wouldn't
they're
do
in the
that.
wealthiest country in the world.
Yeah.
That has, you know what, morals. Yeah, there are instances of violence. Yeah, there's neglect, there's abuse. But on the vast majority, man, these kids are way better off. It's that time again.
It's time to wake up.
Time to wake up, Jose. Gotta go to work all over again. I don't think the issue of immigration is ever gonna stop. And if anything, it's not gonna stop because it's the one thing that those who hate this administration have.
Yeah.
It's the only thing they have. Unless something comes up that's crazier, they're not letting this one go.
Yeah.
This is the
And
one
I
they
want you
have.
to, and also it's not immigration is not the problem. It's illegal immigration that's the problem. Immigration is fine. I think everybody's okay with that. Everybody, you know, there are people
in the process right now.
There are people that don't like immigration, but those are not the people that were those are not the mainstream of whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like the fringe alt right, and that's another thing too. They moved because of their like I don't even know what you would call it, but the alt right was something so like we never heard of it, and then all of a sudden now it's in the front page. And they're like the biggest thing now, and everybody wants to know what the alt right has to say. When before it was just like, why are you even talking to these people? They're crazy.
Look, they've been pushing, and they are anyone who has a blind, like an uninformed opinion of this administration. They had what? They had the Russian collusion. You know, they had the whole Russian thing. That hasn't really turned out so well, even though it's now, you know, they're being questioned, right? The FBI.
Yeah. Well, you saw the guy. He's like, I'm for my family and country first before everything on Trump. And everybody's like, oh, he's gonna turn on Trump. It's like maybe that's him saying, I'm for this. If he says I'm with Trump and then he says Trump didn't do anything, they're gonna be like, obviously he was with Trump.
No,
if he's like, I'm
to.
for my country and my family, yeah, Trump didn't do nothing, then what are they gonna say?
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, you're first for your you're first for your responsibilities.
Yeah.
So that didn't really stick too well. They're trying, you know, it comes up there and again. But the only thing that
This is gonna be going for the full first term.
yeah,
They're gonna keep trying.
funny you said first term.
Oh yeah.
So
Because I expect them to.
you expect them to
I
win
expect
it.
them to win it. I think at this point it's almost guaranteed.
So but the only other thing that they really have on him is the immigration issue. That's what they have. That's what, you know.
And even that, he's like, he signed the executive order. Like, all right.
Yeah, he was. Listen, he saw it was getting crazy. He was like, I gotta do something about this.
Because even his wife was like, that's probably what it was. His wife went down to check the kids out, and she went to him like, "Hey, look, a lot of kids over there, bro. You gotta."
It's not gonna look good for you.
And he was like, "All right, then I'm gonna sign the paper. Bring it. I don't care what it says. I don't read."
You see the way he signs his name?
Yeah.
I almost feel like he went to like calligraphy school.
Yeah. I just feel like it looks like a scribble, just up and down and up and down and up and down. Da 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 da.
Now he lines the pen correctly, so it looks really fancy.
Well, think about it. He's been signing things his whole life.
That's all he's been doing.
That's all he's
Right?
been doing.
You're fired.
Yeah.
You're hired.
That's it. You think he reads all the stuff he's signing? His lawyers take care of that crap.
Yeah.
He's just like, make sure it says this, this, and this. That's all I care about. Come back to me tomorrow with the paper. And it's like 10 pages. He's not going to read all that crap. He's like, does it say what I said? Yeah, we're good? Okay, sign it.
So Trump doesn't read?
Oh, hell no. He doesn't read nothing. If he doesn't watch it or somebody didn't tell him, I guarantee you he doesn't read.
Do you think he's actually typing in those tweets, or he has?
I think he's actually typing in those tweets because of Cafefe. That's what makes me think about it.
I don't know. That's it's exhausting. My cousin actually says that she feels in her heart, deeply and profoundly. It's funny because she's really on the left, like extremely on the left. And we were going deep, right? And we were getting loud, we were getting emotional, but it wasn't like, let me cut you off. It wasn't anything like that. But our kids were having their play day, putting on marker drawings on their faces and playing zombie game in their imagination. they closed the door. And then when we realized that they closed the door, I was like, yo, guys, first of all, you're choking us because that's where the AC is coming from. Second of all, don't close the door. What are you guys doing? And they were like, you guys were yelling at each other. You guys were screaming. I'm like, I go, and I was like, yeah, we are, but at least we're listening to each other. Yeah. It might not seem that way. We're not fighting or anything like that, but we're just, like, yeah, we don't want to hear about politics. I'm like, all right, well, deal with it. But she then says, she mentions Russia, this whole Russia thing. And she's like, to me, Putin has something on Trump. Has him. Something crazy. And just has him like, I control you now. And I'm like,
I doubt it.
What?
You know how I doubt it? Because
what?
Russia was trying to take over a country. I think it was Crimea. I don't know. I don't remember too much about it. But Trump allowed America to give Crimea weapons to fight off Russia.
Right.
So now, if Putin had something on Trump, and Trump would have did that, you
don't think he would have used that card then?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it would have been pulled already. It would have, or Putin would have said out loud, "Hey, Trump. If Trump knows what's good for him, he'll take those weapons back or stop what he's doing." But he didn't.
Yeah, he would have made a phone call.
Yeah, exactly. It would have been over. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, like she said, if he got something on Trump,
why hasn't he used it?
Why hasn't he used it yet? I would have been. You crazy? The president of the United States. That nigga would have been. He would have been in Russia. I would have said on national TV, if Trump knows what's good for him, he'll come to Russia. In 2 weeks.
Maybe he's going. Right? He's going. Right?
I'm just saying. I would have said that on TV.
Right. You would have made.
I would have just made. I wouldn't even call Trump. I would have said it on TV and let Trump find out from the TV channel. If Trump knows what's good for him, he'll come to America. He'll come to Russia in 2 weeks. It doesn't matter what it's for, but just to show the world, like, I got this thing on a leash.
Maybe that's exactly what they're gonna do. That's exactly what's happening.
What, the reason why he's going over there?
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully, it'd be a good part of the novella to
what?
find out if Putin has something on Trump. It'd be so delicious. To find, what if he did pee in the bed? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. But that's what he's trying to hide.
He wasn't president then.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the thing when people say things about what Trump did in the past. I'm like, but he wasn't a politician. He was a businessman. You know what I'm saying? What if you decide to go to politics today and they'd be like, it looks like you smoked weed in your past.
Yeah, like...
Yeah, and it's like, all right, so what? Like, I wasn't even a politician. I was just a regular dude.
Like, you think this Cortez, you think her record is clean?
Who?
The girl that won
Alexandria Ocasio.
You must have been practicing that.
Like, I wrote the freaking bio. I wrote him like 5 times.
I forget. You got the spelling down pack with that one. She's like family now.
Yeah, she's Spanish. She's Puerto Rican.
She's family.
She's 28-year-old socialist Puerto Rican, raised in the Bronx.
Getting it. And she's careful about being on the media. Like, she went on the Colbert?
Yeah.
Colbert, was it? But Fox is like, come, we would love to have you.
Yeah, she's like,
with their crazy eyes.
And she's like, apart.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
Okay, so you interesting note, just on that. People that are on the right are more likely to go on shows that are left leaning. People on the left are less likely to go on shows that are right leaning. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm just saying it's less rare. It's more rare, right? Or the better way to put it is people on the right, shows on the right, are more willing to invite people from the left.
Right.
Shows that are on the left are less likely to invite people from the right. Of course, you're going to find examples of it. But you got people that, let's say, Dave Rubin. In fact, Dave Rubin says it all the time. He goes, I would love to go on CNN or whatever, but they never invite me. Fox has always invited me, so I go to Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what I'm saying? So he's like, I would love to go on, MSNBC or whatever, any show. In fact, I'm saying it now. Invite me.
Dave Rubin had Shapiro, Jordan Peterson.
Yeah. And then, did you listen to, I didn't listen to the whole thing. I heard like little clips with, Jordan Peterson was on Joe Rogan.
I heard a little bit of it. I haven't finished it yet. I got to catch up.
And they were kind of talking about that. They were kind of talking about the fact that Because Joe Rogan is like, look, you're a nice guy. I know you're a nice guy. I've talked to you for a few years. We know each other. I listen to your lectures, blah, blah, blah. Why is it that they're painting you today? You're an alt-right, racist, misogynist. He goes, why are they doing that? I know that's not you. I've listened to what you got to say.
Right. That's it. That's why. Because they don't actually listen.
They don't actually listen. That's probably what it is.
They're only taking they're only looking at the cover of the book. They're not going into the in-depth.
Did you see when he got interviewed by Vice? Jordan Peterson? Whoa, man. That's when he was talking about women in the workplace. And he was saying...
Oh, women in the workplace.
And the guy was like, are you saying that they shouldn't have women in the workplace? He's like, I don't know. He's like, why do they wear high heels? You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose of high heels?
Yeah. Open-toe shoes.
Yeah. Yeah, why? Why do you wear makeup? What's the purpose of makeup? Is to attract a mate. Do we allow that in the workplace? Because if you're showing signs that you want to attract a mate, men are going to respond to that. So if you don't want that to happen in the workplace, you probably shouldn't wear makeup in the workplace. You know what I'm saying? Like he was making a logical point.
So I do the dress down Fridays in style. I have a different theme. I go in. I got different
Are you gonna wear a 4th of July shirt this Friday?
Probably Saturday for the.
You should wear a British shirt. That'd be even funnier.
But what I mean to say is that I get attention, right? I get sometimes, most of the time it's comments, So the last time I had a bow tie, so they call me Pee Wee Herman. But it's exactly that. Every other day of the week, I'm dressed regular business, right? Nothing special, just here to do my job. There is a reason why. There is a reason why they dress up.
Yeah.
It's for their own ego.
No, but anyway, that's the point he was getting at.
Right.
He's not saying. So when the guy was like, "Oh, are you saying that there shouldn't be women in the workplace?" He's like, "I don't know. We haven't figured it out yet." You know what I'm saying? You're talking about all the sexual harassment all the sexual harassment that happens in the workplace. Is it happening because women are dressing up a certain way and they're attracting the attention of male? Wearing makeup and wearing high heels, there's no reason for that other than attracting a mate. You know what I'm saying? That's the purpose, right? Why do you put red lipstick on? Because during sexual arousal, your lips turn, filled with blood and they turn red. Yeah. So why would you wear red lipstick in a workplace if you're not trying to attract a sexual partner? You know what I'm saying? Like he was making a logical point, but the way they edited it, the way they edited it was totally bad. And then there's a video on YouTube that shows both clips. It shows the full length clip and it shows what they cut side by side, and you can see.
But this is what the media. This is the example you're giving, and I do the same thing. We gotta oil that chair. The example that you're giving is the argument that, and this came up in my conversation with my cousin. I was like, if you haven't gone to the other side and done your investigation, then you've been fooled by the fake media. Yeah. You know what I mean? But if you're not willing to step outside your own shoes and look at it from all possible angles, and then do some research like that, you're describing, then of course you're gonna be one-sided and You know what made me look into it? Because the video clip that I saw originally, Jordan Peterson looked like an angry man. He would look like he was angry. And I was watching, I was like, that's unlike him. I wonder what happened. Like, I wanted to look into it. And then as I started digging deeper, I found the full video clip. And I was like, he's messing with him. And then later on, I forgot who he was being interviewed by. And he was like, the reason why he was so angry was because the guy kept pushing his, he was like attacking him, he felt like. You know what I'm saying? It's a tactic. It's a tactic. So it looks like what the guy was doing. The interview was like prodding him until Jordan Peterson was like, all right, look, I don't like. And then another thing they were saying too is that Jordan Peterson said in that interview, he was like, I was thinking out loud. I haven't really thought about this issue, but I'm thinking as I'm being interviewed. Like I'm thinking out loud. Like I'm engaging you in my thought process. And the guy was just attacking me while I was trying to figure things out. It's just I like that, because then it makes you. What if he's thinking about it out loud and then he's like, you know what? But that doesn't make sense because blah blah blah. Then you get to see his thought process. You're like, wow, that's a good way to think about it. Right. But he was on the offensive constantly, or the defense. And then they paint this group, this intellectual dark web. You heard about that? Yeah. They paint them into. They almost push them right. Like everybody pushes them, and then all of them, like Joe Rogan is not right, Dave Rubin is not right, Jordan Peterson is not right, Eric Weinstein is definitely not right,
right. He's white.
He is white.
He's more socialist even.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What do you
what's the
consider
name?
yourself?
I don't know. Definitely some sort of conservative. Probably libertarian conservative, because I'm kind of on the fence about some things. Because some things are bad on its face, but then when you look into it, you're like, makes sense.
Yeah.
It sounds bad, but you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? If you want safety, you gotta do it.
Yes.
Okay, guns. Guns are evil. They kill people. Sure, yeah, but if somebody else has a gun, how are you gonna protect yourself?
Yeah.
You gotta have a gun. Oh yeah, so everybody needs guns. It's the only way to do it. And eventually, the good guys will win. You know what I'm saying? Because there's more good guys than bad guys in this world, realistically.
You would give everyone what initially was the right to bear arms.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
If nobody has a gun, nobody, and then a crazy man walks in with a gun, who's in charge?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't let the crazy man be in charge.
So yeah, and we went into this before. We really want to get someone who's dedicated to the left to get their viewpoint, and I hope that when we do have someone that stands hard on one side,
Hey yo.
That we don't attack them. That they don't feel like Jordan Peterson did at that interview.
No, but I think we're more asking questions and did you look at this? Did you? You know what I'm saying? Like
but that could be a form of attack too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to know, why do you think this is correct?
Yeah.
How does this fit into your morale as a person? If you were to inject this principle, this law, this stance into your personal family life, within your personal immediate family, would it work? Would it benefit all sides? Right?
Yeah.
Consider that your brother, your sister, your children. Imagine that they're on the other side, and will this policy, this thought frame, will it work? Will it still be? Would you still be? Would you still hold the same value if it was something more close to home?
And one thing I was like, when we were driving to Sesame Place, that's like an hour ride probably, maybe a little bit more than that. So as I was sitting in the car, I'm talking to my wife, and I'm like, okay, we talk about that girl, Ocasio, whatever. Mm-hmm. And I was like, let's imagine I make, just theoretically, I make $100 a year, okay? The next person makes $30 a year, and the other person makes $20 a year, okay? I make $100 a year because I went to school, I went to college, I worked hard, I studied, I got in a little debt because of college, but I became a doctor, and I'm making good money. The guy that makes $30 a year, he finished high school, he did odd jobs here and there, but he got some work experience, so he's making a little bit more money. The guy that made $20 an hour, $20 a year is he just didn't finish high school. He's just living his life, getting high, doing whatever, working anywhere, working McDonald's, it doesn't matter. Okay? Let's just imagine socialist comes into office and they go, okay, you can't make more than $50 a year. That's the law. If you make more than $50 a year, we're going to tax you to take that away from you because everybody has to be even. So we're going to take the guy that makes 100, we're going to take 50 from his check. We're going to give 20 to the 30 guy and 30 to the 20 guy. So everybody be making 50 evenly across the board. That first of all, the guy makes $100 is going to be pissed because he's in debt. He has to pay for these school loans, blah, blah, blah. I worked hard. I work more hours. My work is more intense. It takes more than working at McDonald's flipping burgers. I'm doing like surgeries here.
And the guy who's flipping burgers is like, this is sweet.
This is sweet. Now, that first generation is going to be so angry. The next one to come up, how many people are going to be doctors? How many people are going to bother going to school for that long?
I'll tell you what they're going to be. They're going to have heart problems.
Yeah.
They're going to be obese.
Yeah. They're going to be so many people. They're going to be so many. McDonald's is going to explode.
Sit as a fat cow.
Yep. They're going to be making money. Everybody's going to work at McDonald's.
And guess who McDonald's going to support with all their extra money? The ones who put these laws into effect.
That's right. They're going to be like, I like your idea. Good idea. So some socialist programs are just not going to work. You know what I'm saying? It's just not. Logistically, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen.
Free education?
Free education is possible. I could totally see that working.
I don't agree with it at all.
But what it comes down to is this. If you want a better education, you're going to have to fork up some money.
You lose the value if you don't have to pay into it. That's the way I feel.
Well, I mean, look at it. We got free until high school. You know what I'm saying? In America. We don't pay for anything until after. Once you finish high school, you can pay to go to a college. Now, what's to extend that to college, saying CUNY school or SUNY school is free, but if you want a better education, you got to pay. Just like if you got your kid in elementary school. If you want a better elementary school, you got to pay.
I don't think it should be free. I think for when it's SUNY and CUNY, and it is. I think in some sense based on income.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't also have these competitions for scholarships. You know, hey guys, we only have 2 or 3 that we could afford, so you guys got to compete.
Yeah.
I would say, listen, first comes, first serve. We want to get, but in that, if you don't maintain it, you know, you lose it.
Yeah.
That's the way it is now. If
Yeah,
you don't
yeah.
maintain it, you lose it.
But I think the competition is more for the school's benefit because they keep their graduation rates really high by doing that.
Yeah, but you know, to try to take care of those families that really just can't afford it, but their kid is bright and they're trying.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, okay, I could only afford 3. You came in 4th place. Like, that's messed up.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, there's got to be another way around that.
If he was black, he'll get points added.
That's messed up.
That's the way it works.
Right?
That's America.
If it's white, it's right.
If you're white is the baseline.
White is right.
If you're Asian, they take points away from you. If you're black or Latino, they add points. If you're black, you get the most points.
You get points for being left-handed.
You get points for being left-handed because they're little. You know, little.
Nigga, please. Yeah, so stay tuned. Check us out at thebasementny.com. We have like 3 episodes that are going up this week.
Yeah, yeah.
Not including this one. And what do we got planned? When are we
think-
going out?
I don't know.
I'm ready.
I think next week we're gonna have a topic.
What you got?
Let's talk about the intellectual dark web.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Let's look. And let me do some
Research, yeah.
research.
And
into that.
we'll bring it in and we'll talk about some of the guys, what their ideas are. That'll be a good blog to have.
To throw up there?
Yeah,
People tag along.
Yep.
I just want to apologize before we go to Jeremy. He was a guest on the show, and unfortunately his episode went into the ether somehow.
Somehow recording didn't happen or got lost. We don't know.
I actually have to text him, let him know. But I wanted to shout him out. Same thing with Ernie.
Oh, yeah?
Something weird happened. I don't know what, but like 2/3 of the way into the video, all you heard was this horrible mechanic sound. That's it. And it cuts off. I'm like, and I didn't even have to when I loaded it onto Premiere Pro, I could see there was a problem.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was just like, lost, gone. There's nothing I could do about this one.
Wow.
So
Well, we got the new equipment now. So
we do have the new equipment, so we're gonna, reschedule, do a follow-up, and that's pretty much it. Check us out at thebasementny.com. We're on YouTube, all the social medias, Patreon. Support us if you can, and that's pretty much it. We out.
Yeah, basement.
Peace.